long theory, and go to another. Or now, be so. Don't need this result so much. Change something. It's much better. So let's check out this French. 13 blunders. Mistakes and 13 blunders. Question is if these 13 blunders are are also mistakes. Yeah. You could win after d5, half who else, and yeah, that's the pity thing. So now, in short, this is a super long theory. Super long theory. Oh, thank you, Slowdump. Thank you. Oh, you just finished. Oh, huge thanks for Slowdump. Great rating. One more time for the third or fifth time. I'm not sure. Check out Slowdump channel, guys. Enjoy. Follow her. She's a powerful Russian. So if I'm not streaming at the same time, maybe she's going to stream. Who knows? We have a similar time. Now, I play this variation for white side too, so we have a similar repertoire by Chef Rule. 92. Oh, this is the moment maybe I could say there are two setups. One of it including A3, the other one including G3, following the first two lines of the engine. I have a YouTube channel where you can check out our other battles, to be fair. So, this is weird. Yeah, but okay, I didn't switch on the. Okay, so G3 automatic is much better than first 92 E2. So definitely. Hey, John42. Hey, huge thanks for the subscribing. We have a nice face crying. For the gifting actually. She just used to play first 90 E2. Apple. Yeah, well done. Great job, guys. You did great. You blunder less, and we blunder more. Let's say like this. After Loki's game, I was totally laughing. It was full of emotions, up and down, up and down. It's not about the accuracy. Forget about the accuracy, but the emotions during the game are unforgettable. I remember them all my life. So, bishop h3, very well. And now after f6, let's check out if bishop accept first the pawn. You wanna run? Who is Chefru? Chefru is also a streamer. Bought this gambit, yeah. Keep going with your queen, man. Just keep it. Oh, it was maybe first capture because after it you eliminate this, but this is the poison pawn, what I remember that. So e6 is still acceptable. Yeah, this is a big theory, Raspes. Oh, Raspes was their first board. Alright. So no, I believe it's a big theory, but also white is possible to not take on e6. I think this capture is not so great because bring the knight to e4, she got problems later. Queen b3, knight c3, so maybe we can use to play also knight c3. Okay, but after capture, king to h8, e takes f6, and now if knight takes f6, just simplify. So this is the good point. Of course, this is the bad place French bishop now by sacrifice e6. This is a positional compensation about because white wastes too much moves to capture the useless bishop. Now white can simply go for castle. This is what I remember. Or evacuation the king to g2 gonna be alright even after check. So you can safety an extra pawn. So you should accept and then take. Because if you capture, then you cannot anymore take e6 because knight recapture. Castle, knight to e4, king g2, and now yeah, she I believe if you don't know the position, we cannot say that white is having plus here. You should work on the knight as fast as possible, like knight c3. So capture on e6 and then take on f6. This is the best response. Sirhane, 1010 on chess.com.
Yeah.
You have 1010 with Sirhane, and he escaped from you? Oh no. Huge thanks, Logis! You make sub number 1 of Slowdumb team. You don't play on chess.com. Alright. So now knight c3. Oh, against Sasha, not you. Oh. So knight takes e4 is our next response. Not in the mood. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Let's just check out the mistakes. Knight e5. Now it's still okay, this position. There we go. It's still okay, but now step by step go in trouble. So I was talking here about keeping the pressure that you can eliminate the knight in next moment and not giving really this space for the bishop here, for example. So now they don't have space. After you eliminate the knight, they already get space because of you. Raspis could be stronger than me. I don't know how strong could be Raspis. I have 2-5 in liches and also the same level of bullet too, about 2-6. So I could say I don't really see a huge difference on my level of the both websites. Liches is a little bit unpleasant for me in this point that sometimes I don't really see the move of opponent for some reason in bullet. Comparing to chess.com. In chess.com it's crystal clear, but in lichess it's so silence. Keep so silence, and I don't really see sometimes the move. Yeah, we can make a match, sure. Mr. Reaper matches with Mr. Reaper being full of emotions too, but with Raspis we can do it if he's able. Yeah. Next Thursday I'm having a match against Strong Fide Master from Romania, new streamer, so you can enjoy. Push g4 now, trying some counterattack, but after close the position there, I didn't have huge hopes. h4, push h5. Now start blundering, maybe knight to e2 is a total blunder. I was saying here bishop d2, but they're not so great hopes. Probably destroy b2 by this way. c4 attacking this now. Maybe now capture this, but it's a blood position. Blood position. Yeah, Reaper is Raspis from Russia. Oh yeah, yeah. Reaper, Mr. Reaper against Raspis. Maybe they know each other. This could be a great match. Exactly. Maybe he already delayed his account. So 92 totally blunder here. Cannot hold on this anymore. It's too much pressure of c5. Actually, this is the whole idea in French. You've got counterattack much faster on the queen side part comparing to the whites attacking on the king side part. You should maybe there's a little difference between not letting him access to e1, like kick him out first and then knight e2. Trade off like this and cover the rook. This will be simplification and even chances for white color. You want to see the recorded stream? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you can see the recorded stream, Johnny. Yeah, why not? Well, you just win the queen, I believe, and it was a blunder of there is a fly in my room. The hugest one is blunder queen. So. Not so much comments. I don't like comment during the stream so much moves because it's kind of cheating. So you can comment after the game if you wish. And also collecting channel points in my channel, you can just also invest them by additional analysis if you wish. So I have a blog organizing Simon every single month, and I have a Fan club 2, where you can use to play daily chess and support the club. Okay, so this is terrible after 92. I don't see any good attacking of white. This h4, h5, it's pushing, but it's not really powerful. Maybe any little hope could be g takes f5. G takes f5. Oh, with the queen and some counterattack on the g file. This will be the only one what I can see. Maybe queen e2, queen h5, pressure here. Because the knight is here, so you have maybe any excess of g6, e to f7 somehow. Thanks, Helpful Nelson. That's pity that you didn't see d5. It's very pity. So after log is no one won. Yeah, we didn't talk so much about your game. You just blundered the queen, sledgehammer play, bad Dutch. We just had a bad luck maybe today. Oh, huge thanks, Helpful Nelson. You make subs all the opponents today, but it's very polite of Helpful Nelson and Logis to see your votes. Need to be subbed to see your votes. I don't think so. I limit the votes to. You should be accept to look at the votes. I think I left this to you. If you wish to support the channel, it's okay. You can support me every single month. If you'd like to watch any content, I guess it's totally for free for the moment until I become a super top streamer, what I don't really wish to be. Oh, I wish to enjoy my streams most of all, and yeah, having not so much community because I wish to read the chat, I wish to see contact with you. Gifted a sub, so all good. Alright. Hey, Sledgehammer, how are you doing? Didn't see you a long time ago. We just see Sledgehammer, but not Sledgehammer. Hey, Snookerman, huge thanks for the cheering. Okay, we can check out another game because this one is finished in my eyes. Hope so. Sheffield gonna remember. So first bishop takes e6, second e takes f6, third eliminate the bishop, fourth cover the king, an extra pawn. All right. Sasha plays well. Okay. Let's go to the next game. What I could check out. GRC did a draw. Oh, this draw. I'm not huge fan of this draw. Oh, wait. This was a very boring draw. Actually, he lost a pawn for some reason. Then he declined a draw. I'm not sure what's happening in this. Oli.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jaxer! Ho, ho, ho. Thank you for the Grandmaster Benjamin Bach. Thank you, appreciate it. Alright, this is now jersey game. We should flip, play for black, any Sicilian. Okay, like, he's used to play against me. Nikki Christopher. Queen the knight, and now d5. Actually, this is the best response. I ever played this position by black, by the way. When the opponent is playing pretty early f3, use the chance in every single Sicilian to push d5, guys. Okay, trade-off here. This was perfect. Perfect endgame by GRC coming to this.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a hype train, and huge thanks for Lois. Thank you for the Art Gambit sub-gift. When h4 looks like provoking g3 in the other case, destroy the castle. And then, oh, huge thanks to Sotar, who is just a viewer today, but also a great supporter of the team. All the time he participates or being very, very active. Huge thanks. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, getting crazy now. Level 2 complete. 100%. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. To g3. You could just bring the queen back.
Yeah.
And now g3 and f3 is a huge weakness on. Bishop g2, bishop e6, fixing, bishop c4 is coming. You can just use to play f5. So waiting for him to block out the bishop, barrier, pawn chain, all what we talk about. So they're gonna be conductor.
Yeah.
Hey Vero. That's all. So he didn't use to give a check, okay. In between check, just provoke a weakness of opponent. A5, A4. 2 to 56.
Oh, yeah.
I see. I keep going. Actually, I go down to 2-4, maybe. A little bit analyzes now. Oh no, here there is a tactic like this? Wow. This was a double attack. I feel like you didn't keep enough, guys.
Yeah.
You didn't keep enough the pawns. So knight takes a5 was possible just because e5 was a little bit hanging. If your flatmates, if they hear this sound, okay, don't worry so much. So move like queen c7 could cover both, like a5 and e5 additional defense. I will never wear this purple blouse anymore in any sub battle. I will never do it. I'm a little swivern, so trying to avoid purple blouse anymore. Now e4. I was wondering why e4. If we have a regular defense, I even mentioned this in the stream, like rook e8. I was disappointed because we lost the central pawn, guys. Maybe rook d5 is not so clever. Because of c4 coming. First take, and then c4. This rook here will be out of the playing area. I'm totally agree. Rook f1 check, but bishop b5 was f1. Yeah. Okay, but what's wrong with this? Or I don't know. Oh yeah, rook f1. I was mentioned this in the stream that you thought about rook f1 deflection. Yes. In the other case, this move is not so great. Maybe Ringo Ringo. Oh, this is another player from their team. So if you have to play this move, then this is not okay. Maybe you should play just f6, super solid pawn chain. If queen e4, there is a threat of mate. You can use to play bishop g8, retreat, yes, but open up the queen, open up the rook, or prepare to double the rooks. Oh, huge thanks, Havon Nelson, for the Jingo Ringo. Jingo Ringo. Funny nickname, by the way. So f6 solid or playing, just use the weakness of this, so you don't need to open up or generate a pass pawn there, just because your pieces are not well placed. So for example, this knight is not well placed, so you should figure out all these problems. Maybe queen belong to c7, searching for the best squares for all your pieces. Maybe first b6, queen c7, f6, bishop retreat, double the rooks like this, and so on. Yeah. Oh, huge thanks, Hapunasa, for the only sub gift. Woohoo! Hype train. Hype train, awesome. F5. Bishop e5. And now e4. And now, yes, he thought about that after deflection he could win the queen, but no. There is a boom. Bishop back and... That's the whole team, okay? Yeah, Nelson, thanks. So because rook f1 not existing, he's provoked to play for a draw now, and he got lucky, but because this guy just blundered. This is not a real mate, so he could simply keep the pawn like this, keep the pawn like this. Yeah, now it's totally drawish, so please, in this situation, when the opponent has a 1 minute on the clock and you have a 20 seconds on the clock, here he offer you a draw. Please, next time, accept a draw. Otherwise, you play several moves on 2 seconds time control and just had the risk to lose the game, man. You didn't wish to play the game, okay. Yeah, we are searching for players. Hey, sent huge thanks for the cheering, appreciate it. Yeah, Oli looks like a good player, but he could simply keep c3 and play for a win. This is the problem. Now, queen h6 leading to the easy draw, but with the 5 seconds on the clock, everyone could do a mistake. So every draw here looks like important, because we lost in a psychology point, but I believe our last boards have been a little bit weaker than his last boards. Check, check, check. He got almost checkmated. Look at this situation, but actually this is impossible. Also queen h6 here, but king h4, easy job. So here we have a 3 times. Next game, Pawn March Destroyer. Oh, this game was crazy. And after this game, I thought this will be the most craziest game ever. But not, of course, the longest game is the most craziest ever. His opponent is Jingo Ringo. Jingo Ringo. Jingo Ringo. I think he won by luck on March. Jingo Ringo. 67 accuracy against 52. Playing Aleheim. It's not really Aleheim because you go to the Pork defense next. You mean you start with knight f6 now? Ah, Nikki Christopher, okay. Jaxer against Mutschuk was the craziest. Do you mean when you blundered the queen, or you meant a different situation? Comment, are you drunk? Alright, so now f3 is not really great, because e4 is well protected, so why do you need a f3 if you get the chance to play f4 and then h3 g4 or something like that, or f4 e5? So activity, f4, knight f3, bishop c4, the best response. Okay, let's say it's into the regular way. So now try to remember something from me, guys. Like, I'm used to play also, I'm most of all e4 player. So you see, x-ray looking, boom, d6. d6 weakness. What we have to do? Occupy d6 as fast as possible. Make this pressure go in. Try to be annoying. So, bam, bam, in d6. White is already slightly better, just because if black trade off the queens, you just bring the other rook and make just more pressure on the both knights of the pawn e5, of this pin, and so on. Woohoo, there we go! Hyper level 3. Let's share with you what I get. Hype. Meow. Huge thanks, guys. B3, retreat. Choo-choo. So now push the pawn. B5 is a great great pressure of black, because their counterattack is on the queen side part. B3. Oh, alright, and now starting the blundering point that bishop b3 is not really a great place, because could be deflected by bishop e6, could be deflected too by pushing of a5 to a4. So what could be more safety move than bishop b3? What could be the simplest defense here? You just see here the evaluation, but you don't see the move. So what could be, guys, the most safest move right now? What do you think so? Yeah, Jingoringo is knowing the move. Great. Jingoringo. B3. Simplest B3. Okay. Plus b3, and white is slightly better because anyway you try to push g5, destroy him like this, after king h7, automatic g5, and ready to push h4, h5 with classical standard, the most standard sacrifice on h file, or bring the other rook to the h and g file. So b3, play simple defensive chess. Blunder 3 times in 10 moves. Oh, this is less. Let's check out Logi's game. How many blunders in 5 moves or something like that. Believe me, you should see the Logi's game. I couldn't stop laughing next 5 minutes out of this game, you know, 5 minutes totally fall down of laughing. Okay. Okay, so let's say he blundered 2 pieces in a row almost, and then he doesn't blunder anymore. He just have unique converting this 2 pieces down into the win. Alright, c3. And now, look at Sashaaaa defending. Discover protection of b2. Excellent! But what the hell he is blundering now? Of course he's blundering the bishop. He's blundering the bishop. Alright, so c3, catastrophic. I said what? This is happening several times in several games. Both players are having 2000 rating. So I was really a little bit disappointed. What the hell is going on? Maybe even this move is slightly better than this. But now I'm totally agree that there is some counterattack here. What maybe the computer only could be very precise into this. The human eye, just look at this. Just evacuate the king, it looks like not so much problems. But actually white is having huge problems after knight f6, looks like double attack. Takes e4 could be potential checkmate zone. The queen takes a5 is a poison pawn, but just white is having maybe as fast as possible counterattack. a4 deflection, he has to be ready to sacrifice this bishop for initiative. This is again some computer line. Takes on e5, maybe capture here. Maybe this is not enough. f5, discover, but this is not enough compensation, but it's kind of counterattack here, totally. Counterattack. Maybe f5 directly, and after a takes b3, we can try to capture here. And now I can say it could be up and down. It's not so easy for black to find out this forcing get rid. We want to capture by discover check, bring our queen here, capture on g6, bring our rook to the 7th rank, and potential checkmate. So I believe black could be the guy more in trouble here. It's not so easy for defending. But yes, if you don't find out this, push, counterattack of h6, you can be in trouble. What else out of h5? Maybe knight c3, maybe... yeah, this was my second candidate out of this accepting pawn. Knight c3, cover a4. Not so much troubles around. But after c3, nobody see the bishop, alright, now. Still nobody see the bishop. Start blundering now. Boom, winning the rook. And he did well, I guess, to the end. Did well. Some pawns are hanging, but this is not so much. He blundered the queen and so on. This was a fantastic finish of Arch Destroyer. So he just did less mistakes, but don't allow such a deflection. Like bishop on b3 was super bad place. This is in short. Case in the rain. I have much more to say there. So let's analyze it. Case in the rain. Case in the trouble with Adriana. Case in the trouble with Adriana. His opponent's name is not ZM. There we go. He didn't play more. So, let's go, Krista. You've been black. So, Let me see. G4, such a crazy move by white, but actually it's quite logical when the bishop is pretty out without the knight on f6. Actually, what is guaranteed the knight on f6? Guarantee control of g4, and also you have a f5 square, so you will develop your bishop into the good square, f5, either g4, even out of h3. So if there's h3, we can take a look at this move order. And if now g4 existing, you're able to play bishop to e4. This is standard reaction out of semi-Slav or Slav anyway, to provoke a move like f3, and then you can retreat to g6. But if knight capturing, this diagonal will be pretty weak, so you can just try to use this initiative by your next moves, either queen b6, attacking b2, and so on. We should add the chess.com bot. Thank you, Jingo Ringo, and thank you, Johnny. Thank you, all of you guys. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for participation and for the great chance and great games. Night, Johnny. Alright, so Nazi MV, I'm not sure who is this guy in the chat. He's from China. Okay. So this is the difference between. Okay, now he's able also to come here, but without a knight on f6, maybe it's not so great. The other response could be e6, just because this pawn is already there. Also quite good. And be ready one day to push h5 after knight f6. Destroy the pawn structure. Go to g6. Attack him. And now bishop to e4. Why? Bishop is not under attack. Just because he hates knights for opponent and he loves knights for himself. That's why he jumped on e4 by his bishop. He has to bring the knight there for more content to eliminate both knights. Or for instance, just like this, he will destroy the castle. So knight to e4, of course. Go to the most natural outpost in the center. What's this bishop e4? Fredo. Now, such a high pressure could be just bishop to b4, triple pressure on the knight on c3. Knight on c3, triple pressure of the knight on c3. So if you're able to protect it by rook c1, what I believe every single chess player will do it, you can simply try to win this pawn. You will be not trapped and the knight is still underpinned. Then just bring the queen back. I have the feeling that I could do this. You go to h4. Computer move set bishop g2. Come on, I don't care about f2 pawn. The question is why. So maybe it's good to check out this line. Just because if there is a move like knight takes f2. Look at this. Move 14 for white could be castle and trap the knight. It's not super trap because you can retreat to e4 and in the other case lose 2 pieces for the rook. But now this is more catastrophic. You can check out the evaluation on the top. It's +4 here. It's +4 here. Castle. Such a move. Oh. So castle almost trapped the knight and had a winning position. And if there's a bishop captures f2, looks like king e2. We thread deflection and win the bishop, so it looks like maybe only one move, h4. And now we again having such a powerful position against the black king. No, I'm pretty sure you're gonna take on f2. That's why you went to h4. Hey, Nikki. All right. You never go for castle. Wait, but actually you're pretty safe. You have a bishop pair on the king side part, man. So why not castle? This is quite interesting. Why not castle? Knight takes f2, you're pretty safety on the king. This pair of bishops also, your queen is here, and the opponent queen is totally out. Opponent pieces are totally out. And his king is also naked in the center. Yes, but your king is more safety than the black one. You should realize this. So this everything else is wrong evaluation. Wow, 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 wow. G5, ladies and gentlemen. G5, such a move. This is totally computer move. If you find out G5 in this case, I'm agree. I don't blame on you about G5. I blame on you a little bit later. You will see where. So G5 is totally computer move, but it's beautiful. What's the threat of G5? So you cannot retreat here because you're gonna be captured like this. Boom, boom, boom. Forky. So if you want to go to E5, you simple capture. And queenside castle, ladies and gentlemen. So black is slightly better. Just think. Evaluation about how strong you are during the game. Alright, capture C3. I was almost sure that this guy will recapture by B pawn and covering A2, but he recaptured by queen. Then he took on A2. I could take 2. This is the moment when I start talking to myself, hope so black will not trap his queen soon. Castle, G5, and this is totally blunder, knight H5, bishop D6. Now is the moment where he should attack at least the bishop, something like this, or move away the queen back, or any counterattack like this, because this rook is threatening, and this bishop is trapping. Everyone control these squares, trapping. So after b3, the queen is super down. This I mentioned stream. b3, game is over with the queen. Oh, computer shows that queen takes a2 is not really so great move. White is still better, but into the so precise moves. But b3 is not so precise. He just went to d6, I'm pretty sure, to limit your queen. So I have no idea why he pushed b4, not b3. So the question is why he didn't push b3? Why he pushed b4? b4, you've got lucky. Escape. Got inspired. Positionally, playing is very much connected with tactics later. Boom! Lucky Fritter make us in a shock situation after he sacrificed the rook. So please explain me, why did you sacrifice the rook in a position where you have 2 extra pawns? Please explain me. Okay. Hope so. I will get the nation for the second. Looking for. Before the bishop move. Ah, so you mean rook takes e3 is a pre-move? Yeah, I was. Oh no, I'm not very strict. Of course, I'm also full of blunders, but I believe my level is a little bit different. But okay. So I believe he was voting for this variation, pin, boom, 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 and then more pressure like this, but still king d2 is coming. So you just sacrifice a rook for a pawn, not rook for a piece. So you should be really a little bit more confident what's going on afterwards. Okay, it was just a blunder. It was just a confidence that you can sacrifice everything or whatever. Actually, move like knight g3 was in my mind, and to just attack the rook, deflect him from here. Then, okay, let's attack the pawn in a regular way, not with a sacrifice. He has zero counter-attacking chances. His bishop is out. Why not b6? Why not trap him? Or why not here and b6 trap him? Or here and double the rooks? And 100 pressure v3, why you should sacrifice? This was the question. What I really didn't understand your move, not why you blunder. You blunder because you didn't see, but why? Okay, let's see how fast you play this move. So you go from 24 to 19 seconds. Okay, you play this move for about 5 to 7 seconds. Okay, 7 seconds move is not really a pre-move. So yes, this bishop was here a little before, and then you decide to eat more and more. You didn't had a, let's say, breakfast, and you eat on the lunch 5 plates. So 4 wasn't enough, and you decide to eat 5 plates in a row. Yes, okay, I see now. It's almost like pre-move because the bishop was here, but little after it, bishop is not anymore there, so okay. Anyway, even move like bishop f2, I could like it because then you can take, you can go for discover, check or attack or bring the other rook. Move like bishop f2 could be interesting sacrifice if you decide to sacrifice, but this sacrifice makes zero sense. Again, next move like bishop f2, you could try to take back something. You're still totally winning because you ate plenty of pawns, Right, knight f4. You know, it's coming the most amazing moment. The step by step, he didn't do anything to eliminate his knight, even to sacrifice a rook for the knight. I have no idea. I was still in shock what's going on, but you collect enough pawns and your knight was doing enough dirty job to be back in the game. Hey Haribos. Background, I like these buildings. King safety. I believe. Oh yeah, here we go. Why? Why? But okay, here I don't blame on you. But little before you had a minute and something when you blunder your rook. So this is the only one moment when I blame on you. Here you have no time. But the simplest question will be, why not simple defense like this? Why do we need to sacrifice the queen if we are going to have a regular defense? Regular defending f7, what is twice the tact? So you just protected twice. Yes. You could do this, yes. Okay, anyway. So if this bishop cannot cover this, if this knight cannot cover this, then the rook could cover this. Come on. Yeah. I don't blame on you. Yeah, you don't have enough time, but you have enough time to sacrifice the queen. Okay. So Here I was wondering if there is a mate in several moves. Bishop d4 is the only one saving up, cover the dangerous checks, and be ready somehow to make a draw. Check and check and take the queen back. Plenty of pawns. You have a pawn storm here. Totally, totally. Winning the rook, perfect. And now, why not bring the rook back? Why not bring the rook back? Explain, please. Play safety here. The game is over. You tried to push. Check. Push, 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 push. Lose the bishop. Genius way. Rook e3. Supported b3, b2. Unstoppable. But not so much comments when you have seconds on the clock. Please, this is gonna be stupid if I comment so deep. b3. Just in a super faster way, I try to look at the even not so much the engine. I was mentioning this even during the stream without engine. Okay. Okay. Oh, here, wait. Here you could lose the rook. Totally crazy game. Here you could lose the rook. This is what I saw. I slap on my face one more time. You pushed me to slap my face too much. Alright, Ollie. That's awesome that you hear so much R in your life, but they deserve it. Push, finally, push. And here is coming the most craziest moment. He tried to evacuate the king with the idea to capture and promote another queen. To get rid from so many checks, and he had the feeling that black is already start praying and playing for a draw. Check. And now is the first moment where he could simple check and take the pawn. Here we go, is the second moment where you solve so many puzzles, having so much experience of, and you could go for the forky. Forky! Ever hear about forky? So, this was fun. Boom, check, and push. It's over. Okay, so push is also totally correct. Push, 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 and look at these key squares. Here, here, here. What should be here? Of course, check and promote. No, Lucky. Here you have already 15 seconds, man. It's written downstairs. Do you see the clock, by the way? Yeah, you see the clock very well. Actually, here you have more time than your opponent. 92 and promote the queen. Okay, rook c3, of course, great support of rook c1 and promote. Here I'm pretty sure you did a pre-move. Instead of winning the queen, it's okay. Queen, very well, totally winning, of course. Chess vision. Of course, somehow you should guarantee this square for the rook very well. And there we go. I believe check is not so intelligent. You can directly going here. So after king g2, of course check and boom. Okay, let's say you didn't see that. You go up where it's totally shit, and now all what you need is to guarantee h2 square for your queen. Even you don't really care that after he promote. So you have 12 seconds. Just go there. No matter what he's promoting, just stop the pawn on time and the game is over. Next you can pre-move if you wish, like capture here. This could be pre-move. Cut him as fast as possible. Promote whatever is possible. And promote whatever is possible and checkmate him in a forcing way. Okay, the game is not over. Okay, you didn't see the queen, and here you didn't see. There is a second way how you could stop, how you could play for win. One of it is knight f1. The other one is knight to g4, what I mentioned during the stream. And boom, rook h2 anyway. This could be excellent technique in the end. Excellent. Step by step, we're going to the most crazy game ever in the world, Mr. Logis. I'm not sure I'm in the mood to check out the losts. For example, Sledgehammer, if you mess up the opening part, probably I'm not in this mood, because some of the games have been catastrophic. 5 lost in a row next. Now we go to the most exciting game ever. To the Belgium captain, Logis. 69-74 accuracy. Emmy Mac. Emmy Mac is from France. Hope so he will continue playing chess after this game. Okay, let's go. So, we have London system on the board. Hope so I'll not stop crying again. Actually, I did. Okay, so knight c3, very good to prevent queen to takes b2. In the other case, if you're just using a regular defense like queen c1 or b3, you will generate weaknesses, or queen on c1 could be in trouble soon after potential rook to c8, knight to c6, knight to b4, rook on c8 generate a dangerous threat against the queen. Actually, queen c1 is losing automatic d4, so white is not really having a huge choice between how to keep b2 on time. Knight c3, very well, Vlogis. Knight b5, great. Now, there are several ways how to fight against this weak position of the queen on b2. One of it is a3 and rook b1, or a3 followed by bishop c4 and rook b1. Oh, we have another German. All is German, Bavaria. Okay. So, a3 is the best response, and after a3 you can check out that it's +2 for white, just because you block out. You lock off the queen, bishop c4, totally lock off. Oli and Sledgehammer are German. What about Sledgehammer? Are totally different. Vigets. Hello, Vigets. Do you mean France? What's this, Franconia? Okay, so a3 and it's more than +2. I was talking about this variation here, and if they go back... Oh, I miscalculated queen e6 check though. In this case, it doesn't work. They still don't have e6. So queen b2, and now if queen b2, you can sack and go there. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe it's not that fantastic, but it's probably playable position. So the best is a3. a3. Bavaria. Oh, okay. Hella strong. So, bishop c4, first blunder on move 7. First blunder, boom, we lost a piece. We need 2. He didn't trade off for some point the queens and make the game pretty simple. c3, queen a5, bam. So, he blundered next the opportunity. Instead of simplifying and trade off the queens, he blundered next opportunity and allowing perpetual check. But here, Mr. Logis decides that draw is not enough in this terrible situation. This is gonna be the draw based on the pin. Look at this, genius draw, because he covers c7. Black is not really having any single choice. If queen on d8 could be made, yes, sure. And if it's gonna be buck house, we can put another knight here, or we can generate a checkmate, yeah? So if it's gonna be a crazy house or buck house, how we call it, you can move another knight to d6 and you can checkmate him. Okay. Never draw in sub battle? No, I ever say that draw is a very good, very good result. Draw is a very good result. Okay, for some point, Mr. Logis here decide to capture the rook on h8. There we go. Which is a totally blunder. So this is what Mr. Jackson said. 5 moves, 3 blunders. I believe here are only 2. So we blunder the bishop on c4. Next, we decide to blunder the rook. Finally, he traded off the queens. It's only plus 10 for opponent, not so much, maybe. He start pushing and get some activity. And then, boom! Out of 10 moves, maybe we just blundered 3 pieces, but everything is okay. Let's go! Okay, here I was continue eating my muesli and enjoy with the one more lost. Sack the bishop. Didn't know so much what to do, even after trade off the rooks. The heavy pieces are not anymore on the board. So we are crystal clear 2 pieces down. Okay, pawns are even. We're crystal clear 2 pieces down. There we go, the first genius forky is coming. I couldn't find a way during the stream how to save up the knight. Yes, there is no way. Knight d4, d5 is not a real counterattack, but after eliminating the bishop, like this, simplification, maybe this is gonna be totally lost. So knight b4 is the first blunder of his opponent. Actually, one of the best moves, but I'm not sure why this could be one of the best moves if you blunder a piece. He could organize his pieces in 100 ways. He could push first b5 or d5. Oh yeah, he could do everything, of course. Let's not talk about black so much. Okay, step by step, Logis activate his king. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Keep the pieces, look at that. Sneaky. Trade off. He simplified. The most natural is to simplify. Of course, this has to be totally winning for black still. But already there are less pawns on the board. So I was pretty much sure Locke is gonna sacrifice and test his skills like knight against bishop. So we are ready to capture here and sacrifice the bishop for this one and test his endgame skills. I show you many times how to checkmate by knight and bishop. Please check out my YouTube channel if you still don't remember it. I make some more jokes with my opponents who doesn't wish to resign. And look at this incredible situation. This is of course totally winning d4. But that's great that Lokis is sneaking. He didn't hurry up to capture the pawn, otherwise could be at least draw. He keep the bishop on the board. And now this guy decide to not catch up the pawn for some reason with the king. This is the simplest way, because he catch up, he stopped the pawn, at the same time he wished to take the pawn, at the same time he wished to promote this one. For some reason he didn't go there. Alright, he now blocked out the pawn, but he didn't really wish to take it, which is the most important thing. Push. Check. I was curious if black gonna fork us. He did it, and now boom. After this, I was in shock. I didn't realize that all pieces disappear and Logis promote. I was in shock. All the pieces on the left side disappear and Logis just promote, because he eliminate the basic defender of the pawn. Here the game is over. So he was still winning after a move like this, and then check or knight f3 and push, and one more time test his skills, knight against bishop. Looks like knight b3 is a huge blunder. Here still on the way after d2 maybe, I'm not sure why. d2, what's up? You just take, king d3, knight e4, just promote. Yeah, he's totally winning. It's not +6, cannot be only 6, it's totally winning. Immortal G-pawn. Alright, so no words here in this situation. So from such a situation, he eliminate all the left side pieces only by his king. I'm not sure what was the road of his king, but it was something like this. It was something like this, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's about 11 moves by his king. He eliminates the whole left side of the board. Do you realize this? By 11 moves by king. Nobody can believe in this. Nobody can believe in this. Cheers to Logis. Very good game to Logis. Yeah. Very good game of Logis. Okay. So I still cannot believe how did he win? No words. I lost my all words. Zlechhammer, let's not check it. Hope so he will not blame on me. If he was in the chat, maybe I could check it out. Not because he lost, no. Because of probably bad opening part skills, blowing crazy checkmates, patterns, blundering too. Wonder Woman of chess also, I think, gonna disappear. It was bad opening, what I remember. Asna missed to take the knight on d6 during the stream, and immediately after the game, I check out and I inform you what did you miss. Halfway Nelson. Maybe Halfway Nelson was an interesting game, and he's still in the chat. Let's check out Halfway Nelson, the situation with d5. All of you blame on his opponent that it's a cheater, but I don't believe in this. Halfway Nelson had a winning position. There is a fly in my room, blunder, and blunder his queen a little bit later. I don't see, I could analyze games where I see chances when you play good in the opening part, when you develop, when you keep your pieces, when you make castle, when you follow the basic rules and go for the center and for some initiative. I think Halfway Nelson was totally playable game and very interesting too. This is the last game one I'm gonna check out. You said underrated? Yes. But some people said blame on him. We check out his account and so on. Yeah. Yeah, we check out his account. We follow him. Could be a rare player in chess.com because he played very well. That's why we've been not him, her. So yeah, I just say automatic the d5 was winning. I wasn't sure. Now I can check by engine and then talk more about this. So if you have a totally winning chances, for sure he's not a cheater. He will never load this. Yeah. So for sure he's playing for much more. Yeah, also board number 10. Board number 10 is over 1000 rating, but I believe you just keep the pieces more than us, guys. I told you, you blunder just a little bit more than your opponents. She, not he. Okay. Nikki loves penguin is a girl. Nikki is a girl? Are you girl? Okay, I didn't know. Sorry. Okay, so I don't see something special out of Alekhine. In general, against Alekhine, I hurry up to push here e5. I cannot see it so long theory, it's just solid center, just push, solid, like this. Bishop e2, bishop e3, castle, rook c1, just solid configuration. Nikki, okay. In my country, we have Nikki like girl, we have Nikki like boy. Maybe we have Nicoletta like girl, and we have Nikolai like man. But when you call just Nikki, you never know. Yeah. Christopher. She. Christopher? It's not Christopher. I think yeah. Finnish surname. Most of all, Nikki, we call to the boy in my country because it's coming out from Nikolai, which is a very, very common name in my country. Okay, e5 is my preferences. Halfway Nelson didn't do that. I believe he's working well here. So the question is how to capture, where to capture, is this acceptable? Why not fg, for example, and capture like this and then d4? It's gonna be extra pawn. And after knight f3, g3, bishop g2, you can figure out. So you're gonna be extra pawn. I'm not sure what the theory he's talking about, Alekhine. The beginning of my analysis. What the theory you're talking about? Because here you just lost a pawn and evaluation is about +1 for white. So you should in between capture half on Nelson g7 at the beginning of the game and capture back on c3. I'm not sure how much theory we can find out here. Ah, you want to take on d2? Okay, sorry. You're gonna take here. Okay. I'm not familiar so much with this line. Okay. Bishop takes, queen takes. Ah, you will recapture. We can go to any endgame. Okay, so here we go. Okay. You want to take here now? But now your king is slightly more opened. Lauda. Nick is faster than Lauda. Yeah, you can take here by check. Now, I don't know. I don't know the theory here to be. But doesn't look like deep theory. You send me a personal message on Discord. Alright. Serious message to me. Okay, looks like better for white in all the cases in my eyes. Nothing wrong here. Cannot confirm that you can compare this like Petrov defense, like Rui Lopez, like Sicilian. I don't think so. White doesn't have problems out of opening part. He plays solid. Probably not giving up this c4 square so easy. So you can try first h3 maybe. And now this bringing of the queen is not so genius because of anyway knight a5 is coming. So don't help him for the most common maneuver of the knight anyway. So you just somehow help him to move away the knight to c4. So queen is not good placed on b3 where she could be under this attack, she could be under this attack and helping to bring the knight to the weak square of c4. Help her. So sorry, Nikki. Most of our battle fighters are boys. All the time I say guys. So I should say folks maybe. Folks, like people. Okay. So I believe queen b3 is a little help for your opponent. So you can go through, I don't know, h3 maybe. Please deflect the bishop coming back to e6 or d7. He has to choose this direction, this pin, or this direction, e6. But then you figure out the problem with the pin. No, we had more girls. I think we had Anna, but we have... Wait, we have woman. We have woman of chess. We have Chefru, and also Nikki is a girl also. So we have 3 ladies in all battle, maybe. But you never know. I'm not sure about the opponents. I'm sure about our team. In our team, yes, we have 2 ladies, yes. This never happened before, so this is awesome. Rook b1 probably, pressure on b7 the weakness, and then you can figure out the problem with this bishop maybe as fast as possible. But I have the feeling that somewhere you lost the advantage. Maybe this was a very passive maneuver. Maybe this bishop belonged to d3, not to e2, and you should be ready for the g4 even, rook e1. Not say so much. I'm searching for the reason a little bit earlier. I could capture on g7 because I don't like this pawn structure now for black. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. Maybe nothing special for white anymore. She played good. Okay, pin makes no sense. It's no benefits. He captured there. She could take back on c3 right now. I'm not sure why she didn't do it. Boom boom boom. You're capturing a7, but now after capture c3, this queen is out of the playing area. And this bishop is coming here. Alright, she didn't capture c3 for some reason. Boom, boom. Bishop d6. Playing for trapping of the queen. And do you know what I mean, trapping of the queen? Bishop pair now looks stronger. Take it for free. So if you don't take any reaction, like if you keep the pawn, boom, trap the queen. This is so beautiful. So if you recapture, there is a discover attack. The normal one. Alright, so you should keep the queen and somehow like bring the queen back. This was the game. Oh, where was the moment when I mentioned d5? Oh, here was the moment when I mentioned d5. Yeah, this is the moment when I want to check out d5. Oh, it's not a winning of piece. Alright, it's not really winning of piece. You've got defense. When you blunder your d5, pretty awesome move, just because if queen takes, of course, she blunder a bishop. If bishop takes, of course, she blunder one more time the bishop, and there is no deflection. White is keeping really everything. But there is a bishop d7, alright, but this is already passivity, totally different position as in the game. Bishop e3, activity here, this pawn is already here, you try to push d6, and so on. You have many threats on. And the d5 pawn is pretty much advanced pass pawn, so I like White's position here. Much more than in the game. Yeah, this looks like blunder now. She could go bishop d5 directly. Before rook takes, because rook takes guarantee free square. What about the directly bishop d5? Yeah. Not really. Many pieces are hanging. Not really Grandmaster game. Many pieces are hanging, so look at this connection between. The only one free square for the white queen is capturing the bishop, but after recapture, you just win the rook. What's the idea behind this move order? The idea is to trap the queen, not give her access to a6, either a7 by this rook. This is the idea to first play bishop d5. This is very close to trap the queen. So she first trade off, which is kind of mystic, and then attack the queen. Huge difference between. She used to play in a 2 seconds room most of the moves, which is very close to blunder. If you play extremely fast, you don't really calculate. 2 seconds after 2 seconds move, push. I still believe this is totally even position. I told you here during the stream that I pretty much like queen d4, cover the perpetual check. Oh, queen d4 is very bad, so I blundered too. I was thinking about queen d4, cover this, cover everything. Not allowing a single check, so white bishop d6 is so great move. Maybe queen h3 and basing mating pattern here. This is interesting. So queen d4 is very bad. So he has to push. Check and play for a draw. You need 2 wins in this situation, but black is playing extremely good. She has to be fair with us and share with us her real rating. Black was playing really good. He's totally an outrated player. Totally. Playing really good. And really fast. This is unusual to play so fast. He blunder, maybe with the chance to avoid the draw, so he could simply go back. And maybe playing for a draw. Now blunder the rook and the game is over soon. One more time. It's not to find food. Never play Blitz ever. I don't like fast games. Play classic on high school game. Okay. I don't know, but yeah, in general, you have to be much higher rated. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was very, very exciting, so battle. We met new hopes of friends. We met new opponents, new positions, new opening tricks, stuffs, new endgame techniques, and great fighting of your side. Great fighting. One more time, slowdumbbbb. The person who we ever played tonight, 7-3 team battle, the battle, and we just lost 7-3. We just lost 7-3. Hope so. It's time to win next battle. Hope so, pretty much. Hope so to see you next week on Tuesday. And huge thanks for the all participation. Doesn't matter of the final result. Let's study the mistakes and never repeat them again.